Hello everyone. Cues and Tattoos was just a couple of weeks ago, well, less than 2 weeks ago when I'm filming this, more than 2 weeks ago when some of you see this. And so it's time for my now traditional post-belly dance event haul video. These are inspired by the haul videos that you see where people are like, oh, this is what I bought at Sephora, this is what I bought at Target, but rather than promoting items purchased at a large corporation, I'm going to show you the items that I purchased from the vendors at a belly dance event. So without further ado, here's a few things that I purchased. Actually didn't make as many purchases at Cues as I might have at some events. Overall, I was a little, I don't want to say disappointed, but I suppose I just expected more vendors and to not see so many of the same vendors that I've seen before. A lot of the vendors were local Pacific Northwest regulars who I love and I'm always happy to shop from, but I see them at every event and I was kind of hoping to see some vendors that I didn't get to see as often. And there were a few of those, but the ones that were there weren't really ones that I was super into. And there definitely wasn't as much costuming and certainly not like fusion specific costuming. There was a lot of practice wear and a little bit of streetwear and plenty of jewelry and some supplies and a little bit of ATS costuming, but we'll see what the future holds for that event. They just opened themselves up. There had been some fusion there in the past, but it was really focused on cued improvisational tribal belly dance styles like ATS and ITS. But this year they officially said, hey, fusion is welcome here. So I hope that as more fusion teachers and students come to the event, then more fusion vendors will follow. But it feels like in general, a lot of vendors just aren't traveling as much. They're staying closer to their region, so we probably will continue to see primarily Pacific Northwest vendors at events like Cues and Tattoos and Jambala. But enough about my opinions, let's talk about shopping. My first purchase was from Kim Sakara. The great thing about her is that she makes all of her stuff from like a size extra small to like a 3 or 4X. So if you have a student troupe, you should really look at what she sells because she has a lot of like student to amateur level costuming. You know, you wouldn't necessarily want to wear her costume stuff for a professional performance unless you were layering it with a lot of other things, but she has great practice wear and great student level costuming, all made here in the US and in a lot of sizes. So if you have dancers in your troupe that range from, you know, a size 2 to a size 22, you should be able to clothe everybody from the same vendor and at a reasonably fair price. Not as cheap as you might get on like Amazon, but you're supporting an actual small business who actually makes her stuff down in Portland. So that said, I picked myself up a couple of practice / streetwear pieces. I got this cute little shrug. I had one of her shrugs before that was black with a little velvet collar, and I wore it so much that I poked a hole in it with my fingernails, because that's what I do. This shrug actually looks really cute with this shirt. The difference between this shrug and her old shrug is that she made this collar area a little bigger, so it comes down farther in the back. It's pretty much even with the bottom of the bra that I'm wearing, so this would look good over a costume bra, and it covers this area more. You're less likely to have gappage between like the edge of the collar and like a tank top if that's what you're wearing, and the collar kind of folds over on itself a little bit and gives it a little more detail. And of course it's in this gorgeous shade of green that I love, which is why I had to buy it. And I also got this cute little skirt. This is about a knee-length skirt on me, and it has a little fold-over yoga waistband that everybody loves. These are great because they look cute over leggings. You can wear it in class, or you can wear it just for going out, or you can wear it for, say, an all-day intensive, like an 8 Elements kind of thing, where you're going to be in the studio all day, but then you're going to walk down to Whole Foods and get lunch. You can put this on over your leggings and feel a little more modest and a little more warm if it's cool out. So that's that. I can't remember exactly what my total was on these, but she should hopefully have these on her website soon. The pricing is definitely fair for made in USA kind of stuff. I shop from a lot of vendors who make their stuff in the US, and her stuff is actually less expensive than some of the others that I have shopped at. Up next, I bought myself a new purse. I got this from Zahara at Shvidi Bazaar. She has an actual shop down in Ashland, Oregon that I would love to visit someday, but she also vends at pretty much all of the events that I've been to here in the Pacific Northwest. This is a genuine leather bag, so I'm sorry vegans, but it has that lovely leather smell that makes you feel bad about your life choices for appreciating the smell of dead animal flesh, but it smells so good, and leather is just so durable. I'm very conflicted about my life choices. But the inset here is like some sort of textile. I don't know if it's from a sari. It kind of has more of that look of maybe like a dress panel from like maybe an Afghani or Pakistani dress or something. I don't know. It has a few little shisha mirrors and some pretty gold embroidery. The flap has a magnetic closure, so it stays closed. There is a zipper inside, so you can have an extra layer of security. And then inside there is a medium-sized zipper pocket and then two like drop-in pockets for like your phone and keys and stuff. It has plenty of room for my tablet. I don't know, you could probably fit a full-size iPod in here. Or not iPod, iPad. It has room for my wallet. I like it. It has an adjustable strap. I was kind of bored of the purse I did have because it was just a drawstring top, and I had a bad habit of walking around with the drawstring undone, and I just knew one day I was going to be walking around downtown Seattle and somebody was just going to like reach in and take my phone. So I got something more secure and more pretty. And now on to the jewelry. I made 3 jewelry purchases for myself at this event. I got these earrings from Cami Little. She was set up vending at the Friday evening show. I would imagine she was probably also vending at the Meet the Teachers, but I didn't make it to that. These have little cut steel buttons and coins. French coins, I think, or maybe some sort of French Republic. It says Republique Française. Yeah, I don't know. They're nice golden coins, which nicely contrast with the dark silver of the cut steel buttons and these little gunmetal chains, and they have gold-filled hooks, and they look really nice. I've been wearing them for performances and for going to shows. And I bought myself a necklace from Catherine over at Silk Road Tribal. She still hasn't named her jewelry business or set up a website for it, so you can pretty much only buy these from her at events. This has 3 lovely fluorite. I think they were fluorite. They look like fluorite crystals here in the center. They're like clear with just the tiniest hint of green, so I can wear them with something green, and I can wear them with something not green and it won't look too green. And these 2 little like pomegranate-y tribal pendants that she put tiny rhinestones on, and some little clear glass beads, and then a really nice basic antique chain with a hook clasp. This necklace is the perfect length on me. I didn't have to have her adjust it at all. See if I can find the clasp with my fingernails. This is really flattering with my head down like this. YouTube will probably suggest this as the thumbnail image. So there we go. As you can see, it's just the perfect length. These guys sit here right at the hollow of my collarbone. And I love this center crystal. It has like a little, not like a chip out of it. Like, it's been polished. It didn't break once it was made into a bead. It was just the shape that it was in when it was made in a bead. It's like this little space that's just really fun to fidget with. I like jewelry that I can fidget with. This is a sort of piece that it's really nice to just wear out. You know, like a top like this that has a little V-neck. Or I can wear it with a costume, maybe layer it with a longer piece like a talc meat on a chain that could hang down to here or something like that. Just really good, versatile piece. My last purchase was from Alchemy Adornment. This ring has 2 raw sapphires stacked on top of each other in almost like an 8 shape. And the band is like a double band that goes into a single. The sapphires have a nice faceting pattern on them, and then the setting has that rough hammered look. I really like this style of ring for everyday wear that flows into my costuming. My fingers have really shrank this winter. Like, my regular rings keep almost falling off of me. I almost lost one of my rings one night when my hands were so cold that I didn't notice it had fallen off. Luckily, it had fallen into my purse, so no panic needed there. Right now, this fits on my index finger. I'm guessing that later on, when my fingers get plump again, I will switch to wearing it on a ring finger. It's way too loose on the ring finger right now. So we'll see what my summer hands are like. I've not been wearing my rings as much in the winter because they were falling off, so it's good to have this one that I can wear now. And those were actually all of my purchases. I didn't buy any like event t-shirts or teacher t-shirts because I just have so many shirts and no room for them. And I'm trying not to buy shirts just because I like somebody, because I don't wear all of them. I don't know. I might have bought the shirt if it wasn't like the logo was really pretty, but it was like that saffron yellow orange color that I don't wear a lot. So I decided to pass up on that. I didn't buy a Datura sweatshirt because hopefully sweatshirt weather will be over soon. Oh, I did buy one other thing. I forgot to grab it because it was with my other stuff. I bought myself this cute little flower from Shannon at Supernatural Flowers. She was vending at the Fat Chance Belly Dance booth, as she often does at events. I wasn't really planning on buying any flowers because I have an embarrassing amount of flowers. I have an embarrassing amount here and more back in Arizona that I need to go through and decide which ones are moving up here and which ones can be, thrown out if they're old and gross, or given to other dancers if they're still nice. But anyway, I did my hair for performing, and the amount of flowers that have been fine at home, I guess I shoved them closer together or something, and I had a naked spot. You can't have a naked spot in your hair garden. So I ran over to the booth and I'm like, Shannon, sell me a flower. And she did. It's just this nice golden color. Little velvety petals, 3 crystals in the center, and a little bit of glitter on the edges of a few of the petals. This is a nice medium-sized filler piece for a hair garden, or it's just cute to wear. I'll do like 1 or 2 of these with a bun for going to class or even going out to dinner or a show, because if you have flowers, you might as well wear them. So yes, I believe that was my only other purchase other than buying so much food at Seattle Center, because it turns out when you dance all day, you get really hungry. So that was my Cues and Tattoos vendor haul. I will wrap this up like I always wrap these up and say, please support our vendors. A lot of them are dancers too. They've been part of the dance community for a long time. They work really hard to either make or import excellent items for us to wear in the classroom and on the stage and out in the daily world. And their booth fees also help the event organizers pay for the space that we have our events in. So we need to support our vendors. We need to support our events. If you're planning on going to an event, look, I know it's really expensive to travel. I know that you spend a lot on workshops because you want to study with everybody you can. I understand. I do the same thing. But put at least a little money in your budget for the vendors. Even if you can only buy one medium priced item, like you're like, I have $50, I can buy one $50 thing or $50 worth of flowers, whatever. Just have a little money to share with the vendors. Walk around the vendor space, take business cards, get to know people, bookmark their Etsy shops. You'll be able to find the shops for all of these people in the description bar here on Facebook, on YouTube. Check them out, shop online, see what events they're going to be at near you, give them some love, and yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have questions about any of the items. I didn't give prices this time around because I didn't write them all down, and since it's been almost 2 weeks since the event, I forgot how much some of them were. But if you want like a general price or whatever, or you have questions about something else that I'm wearing that I didn't mention in the video, like my nail polish or my lipstick or whatever, then just let me know. And thanks for viewing, and have a great day.